Hey guys, this is ReRaRe here coming out with the second random drawing video. This time it will be a bit of a continuation from the last video with another, or it would be this last car but drawn in a perspective kind of view. Yes. As always, you could play your own music and speed up the video or mute my commentary, yes, because it's pretty useless and random and rambling most of the time. Anyways, getting into the video. Yeah, I started off with the box there. Trying to get all the perspectives right and the dimensions and whatnot. And oh, straight into the front end. And yeah, lots of scribbles there. Not sure what I really wanted. So gotta lay the groundwork for how the car should look like. Yeah, and here we are. I'm doing the trapezoidal looking front bonnet thing and making it look kind of nice, hopefully. Nope, it doesn't look that nice at all. That is the reality of what I have created here. A horrible design. But anyways, I still go at it. Now I'm going for the B pillar there. Oh, I mean A pillar. Yeah, and the back end, I've gone all the way to the back, and now the side. And putting in those nice details, giving it all that dimension and depth that you expect a car to have. And got that side haunch there, giving it that nice rear sloping end, tail end. And there's the wheel arch and the wheel. That was really fast. And back to the front, or actually the windshield. Here we are onto the roof. Supposed to be a bit of a top intake that heads to the engine. Give it that extra bit of oxygen for the push bang boom, something like that. Whatever engines do, they burn fuel. That's typically what they do. And now I'm to the front wheel. Not sure why I did the back wheel but not the front wheel, but yep, and there's the A pillar again, making it nice and thin, and there goes the mirror. Because you need mirrors on cars for probably safety reasons or legal reasons or both. Something like that. Back to the front end. Trying to get a clearer picture of how that front bonnet should look like. The hood. Depends on where you're from. Differences in what you would call parts of a car, interestingly enough. As I try to do the bottom lip, I guess I'm not really doing the bottom lip right now, but when you don't really think things through, this is how drawings might turn out. The pieces just don't really connect the way that you want it to. And oh, I erased part of the front end. Probably because it just doesn't look very good. And the angle or the perspective looks a bit odd for whatever reason. Yeah, if you look 3/4 towards the back of the car, it looks great. Everything looks fine and fantastic. But then you come to the front and you're like, there's something odd about it. I just don't know why. And you could see how many times I try to change that and make it nicer, but still doesn't work very well. I guess part of the reason is I sit at an angle when I look towards the paper while I draw, and I don't get a very good top-down view of what the car looks like, or whatever I'm drawing looks like, but in this case it's this car. Yeah, I got the headlight detail in there. Looks like a lightning bolt. Pretty proud of that. Yeah, has that mean aggressive look to it. helps you illuminate your world. Oh, and I'm doing shading on the bottom now of the car. Give it that presence and realistic effect of, you know, because things have shadows, or if there's light, there's shadows. I think people know what I'm talking about. Filled in the wheels and doing that side detail, giving it that hard edge and more hard edges, and fixing the front again, but I think I just screwed it up even more compared to before. Giving it that shading, more of a metallic feel to the bonnet there, front hood. I don't know what I want to call it anymore. And more shading, so that there's a depth and dimension. And yeah, onto the shading of the front lip, bottom vent, whatever. And looking back at the wheels now, the first time when I drew it just from the side profile, they didn't look very good. But now that I've put it on to this aspect, actually doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. Gives actually a bit of an aggressive forward, like scythe looking thing. It's just clawing at the ground or the road, trying to move forward. That's what I like to think. And given the intakes a bit of a color in there with my graphite pencil. And more shading. Yes, gotta accentuate those nice big blistering side fenders. And shading to the window, because you know window tints always look better on a car than clear windows, almost always. Here I'm shading the side and blending it in so that you could see a little more of the ins and outs, the peaks and valleys of what I want to portray in the door there. And now I'm just shading it a bit more, giving it that extra pop and dimension. And now the rear wheel. Don't know why I skipped the rear wheel when I did the front wheel earlier. But yeah, I guess my drawing pattern or thought patterns just aren't very connected or cohesive. They jump around all over the place. And here, I thought I was done. I was like, oh, it looks pretty darn good. But then I decided to change up the front end again for the third time or something. Who knows? I probably messed the drawing up a bit more by doing so, but oh well, it's too late now. I mean, this video was already recorded by the time I'm doing this commentary voiceover thing. That absolutely has probably zero additive value. And just there I elongated the front. And once again, changing the perspective, trying to make it look better. But I think the more I tried to change it, the worse it turned out. You can see me tilting my drawing book there, trying to see if I have the perspective right. But I'm just not very good at this whole drawing thing yet. Give me a year, give me 2 years, give me 10 years. Maybe I'll get better by trying to practice more. Yeah, when you look at this car, the back end does look pretty good. But when you look at the front, it's like the car, if it had a head, has it tilted slightly up a bit on the right side, and it's going like, huh? What's going on? What's happening to me? And I'm back to shading and rubbing my paper, rubbing it like the blur tool in Photoshop or GIMP, trying to get a smoother shade of graphite gray. And yeah, redoing the headlights. Nice, lovely thunderbolt shaped headlights. Filling it that nice detail, which I probably could use more of anyways. Here I'm trying to accentuate those flying buttresses on the back end there. Create more of a depth of that there is a hole there that you could pass through. I mean, if I screw up a car and it looks like a Lamborghini, that's pretty good, I'd say. I think Lamborghinis look pretty good. But this specific idea that I had is somewhere between a DeLorean and that's the end of the video, guys. Hope you like and subscribe and comment down below more of what you want to see. Peace out. Bye.